Good morning, it's 8:45 here in Tirana, Albania. Today I'm headed to North Macedonia. There's a city there called Ohrid, and there's a lake there, Lake Ohrid. I've booked a journey using the app Get Your Guide. It's about a 2.5-hour drive, 130 kilometers. So we're taking a road trip. Join us today as we travel to North Macedonia. Today's trip is supposed to be about a 10-hour journey from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. We've been driving for almost 2 hours. We've made a pit stop here to get a little coffee, go to the bathroom. We're almost to the border with North Macedonia and Albania. The landscape is really beautiful. Kind of reminds me of Montana. Reminds me of Lake Tahoe. In between the mountains is just these picturesque little stony creek flowing. We've seen some abandoned mines, some abandoned infrastructure from communist time. This area is famous for where they would mine minerals and make metal. We went through the border checkpoint and drove for about 30 minutes. We arrived in Ohrid. We're here in the old town. Greek Amphitheater with a lake view behind it. Just hiking up the hill here to the castle. We left this morning around 9 a.m. Arrived here in Ohrid at about noon here in southwest North Macedonia. Inside of the old town, there's what looks like a old castle. The castle's only been here since the year 2000. Views from on top of the castle here, Lake Ohrid behind us. There's a monastery behind me, and then views of the city, views of the beach, the beautiful views of the lake all around. A third of the lake is in Albania, 2/3 of the lake is in North Macedonia. The deepest part is in Albania. I'm told it's the deepest and the oldest lake in Europe. So we take a look around at the city of Ohrid. It's mainly driven by tourism. We left the castle walking through the woods here. They're building a resort. It's pretty big. Apparently they're expecting a lot of tourists. We came through the woods on the trail, and then on the end of this point, there's this nice Orthodox church. This is the iconic Ohrid photo. You see this church with the lake behind it. It's absolutely beautiful here. All the water around, green, blue, looks very clear. People are taking tours on the boat. People are walking around, taking pictures. Beautiful day in North Macedonia. And then here in the churchyard, you can go down the steps. There's benches, there's multiple levels. Just sit here, look out at the lake, look out at the mountain, enjoy the view. After the church, we keep walking another 15 minutes, arriving more into the city center. Here's the Church of Saint Sophia. Just after the gates of the old city, or as you call it here, Star Grad, there's this boardwalk, all the shops and restaurants set up right along the water. Just walking through the main plaza here in Ohrid. So we continue through the old town, lots of shops and places to eat, people walking around eating their ice cream. You could come here, get yourself a tattoo in Ohrid. Here they use the Cyrillic alphabet, but in their alphabet they also added the letter J. That's usually not in there. I was told that's because here in Macedonia they're trying to become more independent and they're trying to make it more into their own alphabet. It's 3 o'clock here in Ohrid. We just got done eating. Our guide is going to get the car. We're going to continue. North Macedonia used to be part of Yugoslavia, but after communism collapsed and after Yugoslavia separated, it's now an independent country. The Greeks didn't accept the name Macedonia, and so for a few years it was called the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia, where you'd see it on the map as FYROM. The reason the Greeks didn't accept it is because there's a region in Greece which is called Macedonia, and a lot of the people there refer to themselves or consider themselves Macedonian. And as a result, this country is named North Macedonia, but a lot of the people here just call it Macedonia, and they consider themselves Macedonians. We left Ohrid and we've driven for about 45 minutes. We drove around the lake on the east side, circling the lake, and we've arrived at this monastery. Wow, it's right on the lake. There's a beach kind of right inside here. There's all this nice greenery and ice cream and shops, umbrellas on the beach, some nice flowers. Looks like you can book a ride on a horse, you can book paragliding here, you can book a boat tour.
Part of it is hotel, so they'll serve the hotel.
Inside the monastery, I'm told that used to be a school. Now, part of it also operates as a hotel. So far, I've seen 3 peacocks, which is a surprise. There's also a restaurant here inside of the center of the monastery. There's a restaurant here on the side. That's how you read restaurant in Cyrillic. I always like that word because it's made up of all Roman characters, so you can mispronounce it as pektopa, but it says restaurant. We stopped at the monastery for about 20-30 minutes, all in this area by the beach and inside of the monastery. Now back in the car, head back to Tirana, back to Albania, back through the border checkpoint. After a 2.5-hour drive, we've arrived back in my neighborhood here in Tirana. We went to Macedonia, we encircled the lake, we came around the far side, we came back to Albania. It's about 7:20, so this morning we left at approximately 9 a.m. and we arrived back 10 hours and 20 minutes later. So I'd love to hear from you. What do you think of Macedonia? What do you think of what we saw of Albania? By the way, today's trip costs about $170 on the app. Think it was worth it? Love to hear from you in the comments below. Let me know what you think of the lake, the churches, the peacock, as always, as I'm out here on the journey and you're out here with me. So from Tirana, Albania, until next time, thank you so much for watching, or as they say here, falemnderit. See you soon.